Good morning, children. Myself Rajesh Dikruz. Welcome to the e-learning classes provided by St. Michael's Academy, Betia. Children, today we are going to see Class 6 Geography, Chapter 2, Globes and Maps. I hope that you can see this model of the Earth. This is the model of the Earth and it is called globe. Written here, globe. The model of the Earth is called globe. So this is the model of the Earth. It is called globe. The shape of the Earth is spherical. Talking this Earth on which we are living. This is the Earth. It is just like this globe and it is spherical. So talking, it is difficult for us to locate the place on it. Since when we see anything which is very round like a ball, so it is difficult to locate where we have to start and where we have to end. That is why some of the geographical have developed some tools like globes and maps. With the help of these tools, the globes and the maps, we study about the Earth. Now, talking about the globe, the shape of the Earth is goid, which is slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. So, talking, this is poles. This is poles, North Pole, and this is South Pole. And you see, this is a globe, this is upside, and the north, this is flattened. And you know that a very important imaginary line that runs from east to west is called equator. That equator divides the earth. The model of the globe, you can see, this is the middle part, this is the equator. This divides the earth, this globe, two parts, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. So this is very important part. This is flattened and this is talking about the equatorial area. This is bulky. That means it has been stretched up. A globe is an accurate three dimensions model of the earth. So talking slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. You can see this equator side. This has been stretched. It is talking about the bulging, and up at the pole it is flattened. It has got three very important dimensions model of the earth, which is mounted on a tilted shaft so that it shows the inclination of the earth's axis and rotations. So tilted, talking about, you can see this earth has been tilted, and because of this tilt of the model of the earth, we can find and locate the revolutions and rotations which causes the seasons and also day and night. It shows the relative shapes, sizes and directions of oceans and mountains. So through this globe we can study accurate relatives of shapes, sizes, directions of oceans and mountains located on the earth. Globes are useful in understanding how days and nights caused. I told you about the tilt of the earth. It has been tilted, and because of that there is on the northern hemisphere when there is summer season, in the southern hemisphere there is winter season, and Accordingly, there is shortest and longest of day and night. Sometimes days become longer and night becomes shorter. It especially happens in the summer season, and in the winter season nights become longer and days become shorter. Globes are useful in understanding how days and nights are passed. A globe, however, has some limitations. Children, you see this globe, it has got some limitations. It has got different areas, so we cannot study details of any locations, and this is difficult to carry. It has got limitations. It is bulky and difficult to carry. That is why the geographical has made maps. So with the help of the maps, we can study details and each part of the earth, and we can find the locations and the areas. Okay, children. So this is the story of the globe. Next video will have on maps. So if you like my video, children, please share it and subscribe it, and we will see again in the next video. For today, there is one question. You have to write this question in the homework copy. Why is the globe always mounted on a tilted shaft? I repeat, the question, homework question is, why is the globe always mounted on a tilted shaft? Please write the question and keep ready for the corrections. Thank you. Bye bye.